North American English pronunciation, syllable stress 1. Listen to these words. The first syllable has primary stress. It is printed in bold letters. The big circle represents primary stress. The smaller circle represents secondary stress.
Teacher. English. Lecture.
Monday. College. Paper.
Morning. Under. Over.
Practice saying these names.
Albert.
Betty.
Carlos.
Donna.
Edward.
Francis.
Georgia.
Harold.
Ingrid.
Jason.
Kenneth.
Laura.
Michael.
Nancy.
Odin.
Paula.
Quentin.
Robert.
Sandra.
Thomas.
Victor.
Walter.
Yuri.
Zoe.
Syllable stress 2. Some words have primary stress on the second syllable. Listen to these words.
Above. Return. Surprise.
Repeat. Allow. Mistake.
Afraid. Pretend. Appear.
Practice. Listen to these nonsense words and circle the syllable that has primary stress.
Kinning. Anoop. Gopley. Frathorbed. Fribble.
Desac. Uggles. Vapey. Tishkin. Gulpin.
Kipful. Repalled. Custer. Affrond. Imprail.
Patrop. Untuck. Fretted. Norking. Sumpster. North American English pronunciation, syllable stress with nouns and verbs. Listen to these words. If the primary stress is on the first syllable, circle it and say 1. If it's on the second syllable, circle it and say 2.
Object. Increase. Contract. Conduct. Produce. Perfect. Address. Permit. project,
Which words are verbs? Say these words as verbs.
subject, conflict, convert, rebel, insult, permit, annex, reject, address, present, contrast, progress, refuse, conduct, record, decrease, protest, extract, suspect, desert.
Now say them as nouns.
Subject, conflict, convert, rebel, insult, permit, annex, reject, address, present, contrast, progress, refuse, conduct, record, decrease, protest, extract, suspect, desert.
Say these sentences.
There are conflicting reports that the conflict may be over. He converted to Islam last year. As a convert, he now prays every day. We can't permit you to do that. Your permit has expired.
She presented him with a beautiful present.
The dump refused to take the refuse because it was full.
The suspect addressed the jury and protested that he was not guilty.
They converted the annex into a shoe store.
The rebels rejected the peace plan.
Several soldiers deserted in the western desert. North American English pronunciation, syllable stress with three-syllable words. Listen to these three-syllable words. Underline the syllable that has primary stress. For example, company, afternoon, professor.
Vacation. Umbrella. Carefully. 70. Medicine. Engineer. Lecturer. Enemy. Allowance. Popular. Practicing. Introduce. Yesterday. Remember. Contradict.
Listen to and repeat these words with weak stress. Give primary stress to the first syllable.
Animal, medicine, Saturday, difficult, comfortable, permanent, violent,
Argument. Beautiful. Passenger. Natural. Generous. Pitiful. Capital.
chemistry, furniture, exercise, ambulance, management, poisonous, happiness.
Listen to and repeat these words. Give primary stress to the second syllable.
Adventure, example, expensive, mechanic, advisor, dictation, profession.
Important. Attractive. Discover. Admission. Attendance. Collection. Production.
Remember, December, repeated, convenient, computer, confusion, reflection.
Listen to and repeat these words with primary, secondary, and weak stress.
Overlook, disappoint, interrupt, overwork, recommend,
Introduce. Represent. Overwhelm. Understand.
interfere, insincere, reappear, afternoon, interact.
Say sentences with the frame below and the words in columns 1 and 2. For example, they overlooked her. They disappointed her. They interrupted her. They overworked her. They recommended her.
They introduced her. They represented her. They overwhelmed her. They understood her.
Practice. Say these sentences with this pattern. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
The capital of Austria is beautiful. The gentleman found happiness in Germany. The photographs of Italy are colorful. The calendar from Mexico is wonderful.
Say this poem.
'Twas brillig, and the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogoves, and the mome raths outgrabe.
Listen and underline any secondary stresses.
Vermont,
New Hampshire,
West Virginia,
Alabama,
Michigan,
Wisconsin,
Texas,
South Dakota,
Montana,
California,
Massachusetts,
Pennsylvania,
North Carolina,
Mississippi,
Ohio,
Missouri,
Oklahoma,
New Mexico,
Idaho,
Washington,
Rhode Island,
Delaware,
Georgia,
Tennessee,
Indiana,
Arkansas,
Kansas,
Colorado,
Utah,
Alaska,
Connecticut,
Maryland,
Florida,
Kentucky,
Illinois,
Louisiana,
Nebraska,
Wyoming,
Arizona,
Hawaii,
North American English pronunciation, vowel reduction. In multisyllable words, when one syllable receives primary stress, the vowel of the other syllables may receive secondary stress or weak stress. Listen to these words and notice the stress patterns.
pronoun, pronounce, mispronounce, pronunciation,
In general, when a suffix is added to a word, the primary stress does not move to another syllable. Listen to and say these pairs.
help, helpful, real, realize, accept, acceptable, govern, government,
Trouble, troublesome. Work, worker. Type, typist. Port, portable.
care, careless, fame, famous, second, secondary, happy, happiness.
However, if the suffix is ion, ic, ity, acy, the stress often moves. Listen to these multisyllable words, then try saying them yourself.
Classify, classification, qualify, qualification, diversify, diversification, clarify, clarification, verify, verification, identify, identification,
metal, metallic, meter, metric, drama, dramatic, opera, operatic, telephone, telephonic, magnet, magnetic,
human, humanity, active, activity, equal, equality, similar, similarity, relative, relativity, democrat, democracy.
When words are part of a phrase, it is common for the most important word in that phrase, usually a noun, verb, adjective, or adverb, to steal all the stress and leave the other words with weak stress and reduced vowels. Listen to and say these phrases.
Because of the weather, the flight to Houston has been delayed. The two of us saw him in the garden picking some flowers. One of the boys climbed up a tree and stole some eggs from a bird's nest. If you want to go to the concert with Jenny and Jim, you'd better get your ticket now. North American English pronunciation, sentence stress. Pronounce teacher. Pronounce busy. Both these words have a primary weak stress pattern. Notice what happens when these words are spoken as part of a sentence.
Teacher, busy. The teacher is busy.
Listen to and repeat these words and sentences.
Baby, crying. The baby is crying. Doctor, speaking. The doctor is speaking. Children, naughty. The children were naughty. Studying English. We are studying English.
Practice. Mark these sentences for secondary, primary, and sentence final stress.
We had a nice vacation on Cape Cod.
She's never been to Washington, D.C.
New Orleans is famous for its French cuisine.
Seattle is the largest city in the state of Washington.
I have been to the Sawtooth Mountains in Idaho several times.
Nogales, Arizona shares the international border with Nogales, Mexico.
Niagara Falls and the Great Lakes are shared by the U.S. and Canada.
The Bay of Fundy is the body of water between New Brunswick and Nova Scotia.
North American English pronunciation, emphatic stress. Repeat each of the following sentences. Stress the underlined word. Note the change in meaning.
Paul bought a ball. Not Peter, John, or Bill, it was Paul. Paul bought a ball. Not lost, sold, or stole it, he bought it. Paul bought a ball. Not a book, bowl, or bicycle, it was a ball.
Practice. Listen to and repeat the following sentences.
I don't know what you mean. 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 I don't know what you mean.
Say this sentence with the meaning that is contrasted by each of the following statements. Yoshi speaks Spanish very well. It isn't Hamid.
Yoshi speaks Spanish very well.
He doesn't read it.
Yoshi speaks Spanish very well.
He doesn't speak Turkish.
Yoshi speaks Spanish very well.
He doesn't speak poorly.
Yoshi speaks Spanish very well.
It isn't Yuko.
Yoshi speaks Spanish very well.
He doesn't speak French.
Yoshi speaks Spanish very well.
He doesn't write it.
Yoshi speaks Spanish very well.
He doesn't speak Arabic.
Yoshi speaks Spanish very well. North American English pronunciation, pitch, and intonation. Sing the first line of row, row, row your boat. Your voice goes higher as you sing the last two words. Row, row, row your boat. The difference between the height of these words is a difference of pitch. Boat is sung on a higher pitch than your. Your is sung higher than row. Now sing the words in these three columns.
Under, coffee, doctor, problem, Monday. Remember, director, tomorrow, important, another. Understand, overlook, re-employ. Mr. Brown, engineer.
Now listen to these three sentences. 1,
She's a teacher.
2,
She's a teacher.
3.
She's a teacher?
The first sentence ends on a low pitch. It is a statement. It has a period at the end. The second sentence ends on a mid-pitch. It is an incomplete statement. We expect the speaker to continue to say something more. The third sentence ends on a high pitch. It is a question. It has a question mark at the end. Listen to these sentences. Decide if the final pitch is high, mid, or low. Mark H, M, or L in the box. Each sentence will be said 5 times. She's a very good doctor. Low. She's a very good doctor. High. She's a very good doctor. Low. She's a very good doctor. Mid. She's a very good doctor. High.
You don't understand. Mid. You don't understand. Low. You don't understand. High. You don't understand. Mid. You don't understand. High. The dictionary is lost. Low. The dictionary is lost. High. The dictionary is lost. Low. The dictionary is lost. Mid. The dictionary is lost. Mid. They're from Australia? High. They're from Australia. Low. They're from Australia? High. They're from Australia. Mid. They're from Australia. Low. Vermont is a beautiful state. Low. Vermont is a beautiful state? High. Vermont is a beautiful state. Mid. Vermont is a beautiful state? High. Vermont is a beautiful state. Low.
As stress and pitch tend to go together when sentences are spoken, the rise and fall of the voice is called the intonation of the sentence. Listen to this sentence. 8 countries have a coastline on the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman. Which syllables have the strongest stress and mid or high pitch? As a simple statement of fact, most people would probably have high or mid pitch on these syllables: 8, kun, coast, per, gulf, gulf, man. Now look at the full intonation of the sentence. People may actually say this sentence in slightly different ways, but the important points to notice are that intonation follows stress and rises and falls through the sentence until the very end, where it may rise for a question or fall for a statement. And notice that in a statement, when the final syllable has the sentence final stress, the intonation dives down through the final syllable. Oman.